Can y'all not see me? Y'all gotta be kidding me. Can y'all see me now? What? You gotta be kidding me. Dagnammit. So I've been sitting here talking forever. I'll figure this out. All right, let me do a rewind, okay? Look, in 5 minutes from now, I'll start sitting here talking about the second moon and everything. I'll wait till everyone joins, okay? Let me repeat of what I was saying is that if you are someone that's on iPhone and you're like, hey, I want to join over here and become a paid member, I'm not saying that you have to. I'm just letting the people know who want to. I'm going to insert a link and you can do it through that link. The reason why that YouTube has removed the paid membership from Apple users on their iPhones is because Apple wants to take 30% extra. And so some creators are sitting here doing stuff. So yeah. Like I'm going to start sitting there adding a text feature that'll allow everybody to know when I'm live. It'll be texted to your phone when I go live. So, but yeah. Man, I am so sorry about that. So, let's go. AK-47. Let's go. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And welcome to the WarDeadpool community. Team Spicy. Also, Miss Amy. I gave you a shout out earlier, but I was on silent mode. Thank you so much, and welcome to the WarDeadpool community. Team Spicy. Let's go. And this just in. I probably don't even have to look to see who it is. But I'm going to go with it's Crazy Dopey. Is it Crazy Dopey? Let's go, Crazy Dopey. Let's go. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody who thanks him for doing that. It's things like that that helps me to do this full time. You do not have to do this, okay? It's only for people, who are wanting to support me, and I greatly appreciate it because it helps me to where I can do this full time, and I don't have to focus on a second job. So if you enjoy watching me, and you cannot do that, it's totally fine. I greatly appreciate you just for being here. But if you don't mind, let these people know who do gift or do become paid members, and tell them thank you throughout the night, because that helps you to where you can always see me. So thank you so much, Crazy Dopey. Oh man, I got to look into that ash with the ice falling from there. So thank you so much. And Crazy Dopey, thank you so much again, man. Thank you so much again. Gifting and memberships, I get a way better percentage over here. So yeah. Oh, yep. So Amy's saying that you do it here because on TikTok you can't anymore. And West Virginia girl now becoming a paid member to the WarDeadpool community. Team Spicy, thank you so much. Greatly do appreciate that. Again, if you are on Android and you want to, you'll see the join button or you'll see the $sign and you can do things that way. If you are on Apple, you're on iPhone, then you'll want to click that link right there and you'll go to being a paid member. So, all right, let's start the show. Y'all ready? All right, so first things first. So we have 2024 PT5 right there. Now, I believe y'all can zoom in, right? While I'm talking, if you want to look at more important things. I believe y'all can zoom. So 2024 PT5. that is your second moon. So I can punch that in. I can also punch in 2024 YR4. And that is for the asteroid that they're saying is going to hit, or has a 2.3% chance of hitting Earth in December 22nd, 2032. And this in Angela just became an extra Team Spicy. So I had to add in 2 memberships. That's just how YouTube works. You can't do just one. I had to add 2. So thank you so much, Angela, for becoming part of the extra Team Spicy. Let's go. Thank you so much. Greatly do appreciate you and for everything that you've done. Also, we have Charizard and Sherry coming in with being a part of the paid membership as well. Thank you so much, Charizard. So much, Sherry. Thank you so much. Greatly do appreciate y'all. And welcome to the WarDeadpool community. Team Spicy. Let's go. Y'all are awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you, everybody who's telling them thank you. I appreciate y'all. So, here we are. If we are to go to right here, this is December 2nd, 2032. You can see it right here. I can go and I can put in your location as well to right here. You just, if I ever needed to, don't worry about this. But like when I'm sitting there and you're like, hey, there's a comet in the sky and you can see it, what time do I need to be outside and I can punch in your location. I can tell you where to be. I can tell you where to look at. And it's very accurate. So even for future stuff. So what takes place on these 2 things. Of course I had to click on that. Didn't mean to. What takes place on these 2 things, these are generated into. So any stuff that's added is added. And there's different, there's different stuff that is thrown in. So for instance, there's hundreds of different people who sit there and they create their own scenario of how it's going to go. So you're going to see, this is one scenario. So everyone's interested about the asteroid. And there it is. This is December 22nd. When it's to come, it's going to be in the southwest direction if you're in the North Americas. That'll be the direction that you're looking at. But now let me show you this. The distance is right here. So this is where you'll need to zoom in. And the distance says that it's 118 kms away. So that's thin. But what I noticed is if you stay zoomed in on that spot, watch as it goes day by day. By the way, Kimmy Ann just became a paid member of the WarDeadpool community. Team Spicy. Thank you so much, Kimmy. Greatly do appreciate you. Thank you. Y'all are all wonderful to me. Thank you so much. And thank you again, Crazy Dopey, for doing that. Jessica said the percent of impact goes up every day. Yes, it does. Suspicious to you, suspicious to me. They keep doing it. That means in 6.5 months, this thing's going to be at 100% because every day they're adding, 0.5% to it. So I'm right there with you. Also, thank you for the super chat. Greatly do appreciate that. So, yes, if you're not familiar with what Miss Jessica just said, Jessica, remind me after this to go look up at the snow for you. But the reason why Jessica is saying it is because on Tuesday is when the news broke and it was at 1.2 or 1.3%. And now, yesterday, it went up to 1.9%. And then today, it went up to 2.3%. So the rate that it's going at means that, in 190-ish days, we're going to be at 100%. This just in, Robin, welcome to the WarDeadpool membership on YouTube. Thank you for coming over here to the WarDeadpool community. Team Spicy Robin, greatly appreciate you. Let's go. By the way, Ashley just decided to be a part of the extra Team Spicy. Let's go, Ashley. Thank you so much. Thank you. Greatly do appreciate you. And welcome to the WarDeadpool community. Team Extra Spicy. Let's go. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all. Y'all are wonderful to me. Really, really are. Thank y'all. Y'all are the reasons. Y'all are the reasons why I am able to do this full time. So thank y'all. Extra Spicy doesn't give you anything extra. They made me do it. YouTube makes you have to have 2 memberships in order to do it. And I was like, come on. Like, can I go up a penny? And they were like, nope. So here's the next tier. So I was like, fine. So that's why there's an Extra Spicy. It doesn't give you anything extra. But if there's anything extra that you want me to do, I will. I'm going to do this for both, just so that y'all know. I will be doing a text message alert for those who are paid members. So you'll get a text message of when I go live on both platforms. So when I go live, you'll get a text message. We're going to try that out for a good month and see how that goes. I think that it'll go as planned. I have to get a website set up, and then I have to go and get the text message. So once the website's set up, I have to set the website up because I have to let you know the legal stuff, which means that you're going to get text between this time and this time. So blah, 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 and all this type of stuff. So yeah. So we'll see how it goes for a good month. But that'll be something that's included for y'all. So I greatly appreciate that. By the way, if you are someone that does the paid membership and you join the Discord's free for everybody, by the way. Anybody can join it. But if you are a paid member from YouTube, do definitely let me know, because then I will, I'll give you the badge, so to say. So we all know that you're part of, the Team Spicy or the Team Extra Spicy. I'll make it different for y'all. I guess maybe I could make extra. Let's see I'll figure out what color I want to do extra Team Spicy on. So, yep. So if you have iPhone, you're not going to see the join. They disabled it. They disabled it because Apple tries to take 30% extra. So YouTube was like, we're not doing this. So there's a lawsuit that's in the works somehow. I don't know if it's like in the beginning or if it's just starting or if it hasn't started yet. I don't know. But so that's why you have a link that you can click on that, and that's how you do it for you iPhone users. If you're on Android or you're on your computer, you'll see the join right there, and you can do it that way. So, all right. So now back to this. As you see, we're at December 22nd, 2032. So go ahead and zoom in right there. And you're going to see right above there, you have 0.79 AU. Speed of Sight says, WDP loves Waffle House. Let's go. Thank you so much for the continuation. Speed of Sight for being part of the WarDeadpool community. Team Spicy. Thank you, Speed of Sight. I appreciate that. So if you see it's 0.79, okay? And as you go day by day, you see that the numbers are decreasing day by day by day. Okay? And eventually, you get to a point to where it comes all the way down to, I think it's 571. Yep. 0.571. Okay? Who doesn't love it? Waffle House, yeah. That's where it's at. Now, this is on this model. So this model is not showing that it collides. It just shows that, hey, this is pretty stinking close. You know? I mean, to give you an idea of, let's see, how far the moon is away. Where's distance at? Yeah, it's 0.002. So that's where they got this thing at. We're going to see how it goes. Obviously, I would say probably within maybe 2 years of it coming, they'll get a really good idea of how this is going to go. They're always going to have that chance. It's still always going to be there. So we'll see. There is other programs. There is programs on here that I can upload that does show an impact happens. So I can upload those programs if anybody wants me to, and is like, hey, look, can you find the program of where it does hit Earth? Yeah, I'm sure. I would have to go through probably about 100 of them, but I'm sure I could finally find one. You're too funny, Amber. But so here's the thing. All right, so here we are, January 9th, okay, 2033. Let me go back into the asteroid right there, and now move this thing back up to its close point. All right, so January 29th, end of January, beginning of February, that's when this model says that it's actually going to be very close to us. So that should let you know no one knows exactly when this thing could hit Earth, you know, or when it's going to be its closest point to Earth. So, man, that rain's coming down hard. Yeah, so this is January 29th. So, you know, it stays around fairly close to that 0.571. Until February 1st. So, what, 4 days? So, yeah, it just hit hard. I have a metal roof, so just tapping the hearts and youth. No, I don't think it helps. What helps on YouTube is doing the thumbs up. So doing the thumbs up, subscribing is free. Okay, don't get that mixed up. Okay, subscribing is free. Doing a membership is where you pay for it. So, but yeah, the thumbs up helps. The sharing it helps. So you share it on your Facebook or even in the Discord or to TikTok messages to other people. Yeah, it'll drive people in here. So there's tornadoes out there. Let's go. Pretty sure I'll probably never see a tornado where I'm at. So, oh, wait, don't go, Jessica. Hold on just a second, if y'all don't mind. Jessica was asking earlier if any snow is coming in her area. Jessica, are you still in here? I'll tell you where your snow's coming. Jessica, what state are you in? You don't have to tell me where. You could even say a neighboring state, and I'll give you an idea. Okay. No, you don't have anything that's coming in your area at all. Yeah. Nope. Nothing in your area. So that's the projection of out for the next couple of weeks. So yeah, Kentucky will have stuff coming into the northern part on Tuesday. And then, yeah, it looks like it'll probably stay like that. Yeah. You might have some Memphis to Tennessee next Tuesday. We'll see. But yeah, it's really starting in Montana and stuff, though. There's actually an avalanche alert. Let me see if Icon has anything coming in. Yeah, just nope. Yep. Jessica, you're all good. Jessica, thank you so much for being in here. Thank you for everything that you do. Have a wonderful, blessed, and amazing night. Thank you so much. By the way, Spicy Me, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for becoming a paid member to the WarDeadpool community team. Spicy, greatly do appreciate that, Spicy. You're awesome. Thank you, Jessica, for the gift as well. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. So yeah, let me get back to the other thing, and once I get done with the other part, I'll come back to all this snow for you crazy kids. I know y'all are always interested in it. I love snow. Yeah, I'll don't worry. I'll finish this. This ain't gonna take much longer. It shouldn't take much longer. So here's the interesting part. Okay. With the asteroid, okay? Southwest sky, okay? There's Venus, okay? Now when you punch in 2024 PT5, it's right below it. I mean, just a fraction is where it's at. Here, I'll show you again. So right now we're on 2024 PT5, which is the second moon. Let's go to 2024 YR4. It's literally right there. They're very close to each other. They'll be in the same part of the sky at that time. So, you want to know another kicker? Want to know another kicker? So, here's the diameter of 2024 YR4. It's 2 kms. Okay? You ready for what PT5, the second moon, is on their diameter? 2 kms. Throwing it out there to you. So, yeah, there is other programs. We'll see what, they always do. About to head to Georgia. Nice. What else are y'all saying? I'm sick of snow, but that's because I'm in Canada. Yeah. I like the snow, not just don't like the cold. 2 tornadoes warning in East Tennessee. No joke. I didn't know anything was happening over there. Stop at the house with flickering outside lights. Just going to be windy and cold. Yeah. So what was Mike saying? Horrible wind in northern Minnesota. Yeah. So that's what's going on here. Anybody have any questions about this before I flip over to the weather stuff? Oak Ridge, Tennessee. Oh boy. Get that place up there. Tornadoes in Tennessee and Alabama, no joke. Look at the weather for y'all. Unless anybody has any questions. If you do, I can go back to it. So, ooh, yeah. Saryville or Cereaville or whatever it is. Y'all got some stuff going on there. And then, let's see over here. And Whitwell. It's like y'all got some stuff coming in at you. Yeah, there's Oak Ridge. So if you said Oak Ridge, then yeah, they were hit with that in Clinton. And now it looks way worse. Looks like that's going towards Hot Springs. Is that in North Carolina? You were there in November. Got it, NASA lies. We didn't hear, but Rock Castle. Yeah. So now let's take that back. So there's Rogersville and Kingsport. Now the pops that you're hearing, I don't know if you can hear them. I'll turn them up. Actually, I can turn on your desktop audio. Whenever you hear that pop, that is lightning strikes. Yeah, Brandon, rewind back maybe about 10 minutes, and I just talked about it. Of 2024 Y4. And then once you get done, fast forward, ask any questions if you have any. Yeah, the lightning snaps. Let's see. Where's this? This is over near Hinton. Meadow Bridge. Beckley and Sophia. And just passed. But yeah, this is hitting. And then I believe that's the trails and stuff in that spot. Y'all are flooded up there. Was on the ground for a bit. Yeah. Man. I bet it's pretty windy and cold. Yeah. That one last year was right behind me. Man. You're having a look at your radar. So yeah. So that's that. And then got some mild stuff coming in here. Go out to fun state of North California. Go to Paradise. That's what this is coming in at. A little bit of heavy rain. And then mild in Idaho and Wyoming. Let's see if any of that. There we go. So yeah, this is what you're looking at for over the weekend. I thought Montana was getting more snow than that. Because I thought they said to watch out for avalanches. Sandra coming in, dropping the thank you. Thank you so much, Sandra. Let's go. Thank you so much for doing that. I greatly do appreciate you. Thank you so much. Sandra, we've been covering the second moon with the asteroid coming in. That was discussed maybe 15 minutes ago. And then, so you can go back and check that out if you missed it. Then I got some other stuff I can show you too that we were talking about on the tech. And then we were showing snow. Some people were wondering about the heavy rain that's some parts in East Tennessee are having tornado watches. And then West Virginia is getting hit with rain. Let's see. There was something else that I had. Yeah. You had this. Were you part of this earlier? Crazy? Yeah, you seen this earlier, Crazy, as well, didn't you? Sandra, did you see this? Press 1 if you've seen this. Press 2 if you did not see this. Tornadoes today, probably snow showers tomorrow. Man, it's foggy where you're at. What's up, Ghost? All right, so Michael and Amy did not. I see some of y'all did not. Okay. So I'll go over this, seeing that there's a lot of y'all that has not. This is the plane wreckage, or the helicopter that collided with the flight 5342 American Eagle, is what it hit, or it hit it. And this is normal right here, the way that this is. And you see, there's the flight. Ooh, I can really see that now. Hold on. Would you say that's 026860? Zero 26860. Hold on. Let me see what I can find on the side. And then 026860. 02860. Let's see if I can find anything on that. Let's see. What? This is a PDF. Hold on a second. Control find. Zero two six 860. This is interesting. This is from NOAA. Or the NCEI is who it's from. This has the Black Hawk details on it. This is the National Centers for Environmental Information. You can see when I did a search for it, I put in Black Hawk, put in the tail number, and you see Black Hawk helicopter flew over the location and dropped and there it is. 026 860. By the way, I think some of y'all might be delayed a little bit. Where the play button is, if you see the word live and it's gray, click on it and it'll turn it to red and you'll be brought up to the latest time. So... the picture shows the crash black helicopter with the tactical number. Yep. So yes, that is its number. So now I'm going to bring this over. Let me see if I can, hold on just a second. Yep, I can bring it over just like this. Perfect. This came out What is today? Am I in the future? This is to be released tomorrow on the 7th. Today's the 6th, right? It's 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right? Anyhow, we're in the future, y'all. 2024, bad year. However, the first month of 25, tragic accidents, on the evening of the 29th. That's when you had the American Eagle Flight 5342 coming out of Wichita and was going to Washington, D.C., Reagan Airport. Collided with the military Black Hawk over the river. Temperature in Washington was close to 0 in January, which made the water temperature extremely low. It was around 37-ish is what it was. So that's what it made. I mean, that's another thing that made it very hard for people. Although emergency departments in the United States were dispatched to search and rescue as soon as possible, no survivors have been found so far. Cold water temperature pointed to a cold possibility. No one survived. Surveillance videos showed the two colliding. Since the accidents occurred, a key location in the Capitol and Ronald Reagan International, where the accident occurred, is located in the city of Washington, D.C., separated blah, 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 blah. This accident has a large amount of video evidence. ADSB records, they end up showing that in a little bit. One of the videos was from the airport surveillance. Since the camera was facing the direction of the American Eagle landing, the lights of the plane were almost stationary in flight. Hold on. So, hold on. If this is reading correct, hold on. Crazy. I'll look and see what he just said. You said Ross? Kanye West has asked Trump to pardon Diddy. What? That ain't gonna happen. Man, that's crazy. 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 That is crazy. All right, so back to this. It says, since the camera was facing the direction of American Eagle landing, the lights of the plane were almost stationary in the flight. I thought that was the helicopter. Oh, yeah, I appreciate it, Crazy. Yeah, that's a funny one. So let me show you that video. Give me a second. I'm going to find this video. So, now I got the question. Okay? That's the two hitting there. This is the light that's shining towards you. And it does. It remains stationary. They're saying that this... that is the airplane. You can see the wings blinking here. I thought that this was the helicopter. The first time I saw it, I thought it was the plane. And then I was like, no, that doesn't make sense. Now I understand why the Black Hawk looks like this now. But you can see it. This is definitely... you can see both of the wings blinking. You see both of them blink. You see that? I know I'm setting it over and over again, but it's to let people know that on the right side was the airplane. He hit them? Interesting. Hey, Vincent, come on. You can come up here, Bobo. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. All right, let's see what else they got for tomorrow's report that's supposed to come out that we're reading right now in the future. A plane with anti-collision lights flashing approached quickly from the side of the American Eagle and then crossed, exploding into a fireball in the air and crashing. It can be seen that the accident Black Hawk helicopter did not detect the possibility of a collision and slowed down before the mid-air collision. I do see that it does look like it does slow. Like, it looks like it comes in fast, and then it's like it does seem like it's trying to slow down. Let's see. Y'all tell me, does it look like the helicopter? Nah, that's still going the same speed. Look how the tail light is up slightly. They were gaining speed. Yeah, they were. You're right in that one. So that's a great point, Al. Is that the helicopter with the tail being up and the nose down, they were picking up speed. Now I'm back into conspiracy mind. All right, so ADSB information of the two aircrafts was also completely recorded, allowing the situation to be restored. American Eagle Flight 5342 approached Reagan Airport from the south and prepared to land on runway 33. Before the collision, American Eagle was already in the final stage of approach and fully aligned with the runway for landing. When the collision occurred and the signal was lost, it was at an altitude of about 300 feet. And had more than a minute to land. The call sign of the Black Hawk helicopter involved was Pat 25. Tracks showed that the helicopter was flying along the river at an altitude of 500 feet. Judging from its route, the Black Hawk was flying under VFR rules, visual flight rules. The American Eagle was undoubtedly operating under IFR rules, instrument flight rules. The two aircrafts, so this is how it did, is you have, yeah, y'all can see this on the screen, right? Yeah. Well, let me move my head over here. So you have where the flight, American Eagle's coming here and it's about to go down the runway, and then you had them come and move, and I tell you, with that type of move, the jerking reaction like that, that's why you have some people out there who think that the Black Hawk intentionally hit it. Vincent, it's okay, buddy. I know. You want to go to bed. Poor little man. So, after the incident, air traffic control secondary radar perspective playback video was also leaked. Whether the leakage of such sensitive information as a secondary radar video violates relevant regulations is not discussed for the time being, but it can clearly be seen that the status of the two aircrafts that collided is fully displayed on the air traffic control secondary radar The status of the two aircrafts that collided is fully displayed on the air traffic control secondary radar, and it can be seen that there is a possibility of conflict in route and altitude. The logs of the two aircraft finally intersected together, and the altitude also stayed at 300 feet. It can be seen that the secondary radar record is consistent with ADS-B and the situation at the scene, and they can be mutually verified. And again, I do have a video of this, but you can see that it turns here, and then you can actually see Pat 25 turn into it as well. Why did they turn? Because, see, here's my thing. Oh, let me move my big head. See, here's my thing. So here's Pat 25. I felt that Pat 25 was looking down here at American Airlines, not here. Because American Airlines and American Eagles, it's different, okay? Like it or not, it's the truth. So I feel they were looking here. So when they said go behind it, why were they turning into here? That makes no sense. Even if their eyes is down here, why did they turn in? And you can see them turn in. I'll see if I can find this video. Let's see. I know I can find that video. It's okay, Vincent. I'm going to be on for a little while. Okay. So here we go. Here's the video of it. All right. So why do they start? Watch. The helicopter is to be here, and it's literally, you can see it. It's turning in. Why are they turning in? That makes no sense. I don't know. This thing's getting back into being fishy after reading this. Judging from the trajectory, the flight path of the American Eagle was flawless, just like in textbook, without any deviation. The Black Hawk helicopter that intruded into the landing path of the American Eagle was undoubtedly the culprit of the air crash. I'm with it after reading all this. So why didn't the Black Hawk helicopter evade the aircraft? And what role did the tower air traffic control play in this aircraft? I agree, because I still want to know why air traffic control did not tell American Eagle that there was a Black Hawk in the area. What are y'all saying? I don't think there should be allowed to train over an international airport. That's just my opinion. I'm telling you, my conspiracy senses is tingling. It doesn't make sense. There's so many questions that need to be answered. I'm still surprised they are allowed to fly across a runway landing pattern without clearance. I was watching the lights on the helicopter, and you could see the course correction taking place like you showed. Yep. Just saying. Just anyone seen Zelensky since this happened? Also, air traffic control was letting people leave early before that shift. Yep. That guy was taking on two shifts, which isn't unheard of. Are not two shifts, two locations. And the other thing is it was unnormal higher amounts of flying. Not unheard of, but it was higher than normal. And they had him covering 2 areas. That's a bad no-no. Based on the air traffic control recording, we can store the communication between the tower and the Black Hawk. About 1 minute and 20 seconds before the collision, tower says, Pat 25, traffic advisory. There is a CRJ passenger aircraft south of the Memorial Bridge at an altitude of 1,200 feet. So that means the turning towards runway 33. They said south of Memorial Bridge. If I go back to here, the bridge is all the way down here. That was already north. So that's on air traffic control. Next, you have where Pat 25 responds back and says, has visual contact with the target, requesting visual separation. Tower says visual separation approved. About 10 seconds before the collision, tower, Pat 25, have you seen the CRJ? Tower responds and says, our tower continues on and says, please go around from behind CRJ. Pat 25 says confirmed. Pat 25 has visual contact with the target, requesting visual separation. Again, tower says separation approved. It can be seen that before the accident, the traffic air control could clearly see the Black Hawk and the American Eagle. But it's obvious that the air traffic control did not remind the Black Hawk helicopter there was a conflict in the route and a possible collision. Yep. One possibility is the tower was aware of the risk of the collision and reminded the Black Hawk to pay attention to the CRJ. Another possibility is that the tower did not grasp the overall situation, and I feel that too, and did not realize the risk of the collision, so it did not give the black helicopter a clear warning and instructions to avoid it. If IFR and VFR exist in the same airspace at the same time, the air traffic controllers must give priority to the aircraft operating in IFR, which is the airplane, Flight 5342. If the routes of the two conflict, the aircraft operating VFR will need to give way. I hate to say it, but air traffic control is the one that looks more and more likely like they're at fault. But there is things that I also see on the Black Hawk that's at fault. So, yeah, they told them that CRJ was there. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't understand why air traffic control did not tell Flight 5342 there's a Black Hawk there. But in the end, the Black Hawk did not evade, and the accident finally happened. Combined with the airspace conditions before and after the accident, it is speculated that the Black Hawk mistook the American Airlines A319, and I don't know about that. See, on one side, air traffic control says CJ700. You're going to know the difference of what it was. It a 707 or 777? You would know the difference. You should. In the distance in front of it, which turned on its lights. For the CRJ mentioned by the tower, but did not notice the CRJ was close to hand. It's very likely the more obvious lights of the aircraft in the distance at night made the Black Hawk pilot mistakenly think that it was a CRJ and thus misjudged the distance. Okay. It's important to wear those night visions. Judging from the route before the final collision, American Eagle was at the 10 o'clock position of the Black Hawk. The two aircrafts collided at nearly 90 degrees, and both were in blind spots of each other. I don't know if it was that blind spots to each other. So, but yes, so air traffic control said, do you see American Air? Did they say American Airlines or American Eagle at south of the bridge? Let's see. Yeah. So it says south of Memorial Bridge at an altitude of 1,200 feet, turning towards runway 33. See, American Eagle was at 300 feet, not 1,200 feet. And I get it that they said CRJ. That is correct. But they said that it's south of Memorial Bridge at an altitude of 1,200 feet. That comes from the tower. Well, what was south of the bridge? South of the bridge was actually American Airlines. This is American Eagle. I mean, sorry, that's the helicopter. This is American Eagle turning in. Going right there. And what's south of the bridge? American Airlines. I think the tower is at fault. With them saying south of the bridge, south of the bridge is down here. North of the bridge is up here. I haven't heard what the ranks of the pilots are. I'm curious of that too. Yep, and they also said at 1,200 feet, and we know that American Eagle was at this 300, 500 feet. Air traffic control screwed up. Now, here's the question. Is he going to take full blame on this, or are they going to sit here and actually recognize and be like, one, he should have not been operating two at the same time. Another thing is that it was higher than normal flights coming in. So you might see two people that end up taking blame. And just so that y'all know, when someone takes blame for this stuff, it's not a, hey, we blame you and you get to go home and live your happy life. It's, hey, you're being charged for 67 deaths. And you're the one who's going to be sued. You don't get a slap on the wrist type deal. You know, it ain't like you're working at your Target and they say, you know, like, oh yeah, you know, you really screwed up, you know, we got $1,000 that's really messed up, and you go home and you're fired. You never work. No, this is actually jail time. You know, they more than likely told this guy right when that collision happened. Someone probably looked at him and said, you're no longer allowed to leave this state. Dang sure ain't allowed to leave this country. I mean, it's so important. Yeah, I could actually imagine that, Angie. So when I did, when I was a crane operator, they walk you through this. So when I was a crane operator, you know how cranes will pick men up in a bucket and put them on top of a building and things like that? If your crane fails, it doesn't matter. If the crane fails and you're the operator and those men lose their lives, you're held responsible for it. You're done. And that has happened. So that's why I know, like, yeah, I know how this feels. Because I went through that course. And they're a lot more strict when it comes into flights. They do have the ranks, Tanky. Tanky, are you in my Discord? Because if you are, could you post that link in there to it directly? Okay, it's all right. Send me a message on TikTok or and I can get it there, because I would like to do that. I'd like to make a video of that, because I think I'm going to make a second video to this with all of what I'm reading now. The Black Hawk pilot who was flying visually was very likely to mistake in the distance, blah, 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 as American Airlines. Well, that's not mistaken. That's what they were told to look at. Based on the current situation, if we want to divide the responsibilities to the two air traffic control certainly has the responsibility of not reminding or ordering Black Hawk to avoid en route in time. But the most important thing is that the Black Hawk helicopter ignored the landing of CRJ. See, I don't know, because they're looking downfield, because they were told to look at the aircraft that is south of the bridge. Not north of the bridge, but south of the bridge. So I can't put the blame on that helicopter. Therefore, the helicopter is absolutely the main responsibility. I disagree. And the tower air traffic control must also bear a certain secondary responsibility. I think it's the other way around. So, what did Angie say? That would be too much for me to bear. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they tell people straight up, like, when you go to take those courses for a crane operator or air traffic control, they tell you in the beginning, they're like, just to let you know, you can step away right now. So there were two other aircrafts in the area you could see. Yep. You looked it up the other day. Thank you, Tanky. If you find it, don't go searching for it. I can search, but if you have it to where it's ready, more than likely, if you don't mind, send it to me. But if it's like, hey, nah, if it takes you longer than 5 seconds, don't worry about it. So here's the questions. Why could this Black Hawk helicopter enter the extended runway of Reagan Airport without restraint? Shouldn't it fly around the airport to avoid interfering with normal takes off? I've already heard the story of why they do, and I've seen lots of videos of why they do, so I understand it. Not something that I agree with, but I understand it. After the accident, the identity and number of the helicopter involved was quickly revealed. I didn't know that. It was a Black Hawk belonging to the 12th Aviation Battalion with the number 00 26850. Is that what was on there? It's not what's on there. I don't see a 00. I see a single O. Yeah, C is 026860. Yeah, even if part of this is damaged, like this is still clearly made out. What's up, Amber? All right, back to this though. Oh, they do. Smith. For instance, um, Blackhawks. Like, man, it would have known this. Alert! 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 So that's a question. Mind controlling Kanye. Uh, no, it is 26850. So let me go back and make sure. No. Yeah, it is 860. They're saying that it's 850. That is 860. Now I got questions. That says 860. That says 850. That is definitely a 6. That's the helicopter of 850. Why did y'all just put me down on? Yeah, that's definitely 850. Can I zero in on the tail closer by the down wing? Yeah. Let's see if I can see anything here. So something's not right. Because that clearly says a 6. What's this say? Sorry, hold on. What's that say? I know, I'm upside down. Is anybody able to read that? Munchie, thank you so much for that. Greatly do appreciate it. For the gift. Sorry, I got the confusion look right now. Because what they just pulled out of the water is not what they've been telling us. And it just now dawned on me. And it dawned on y'all like probably like a good 2 minutes before. I could see it saying danger. While on this, let's see if there's anything like that on there. find another image of it. Let's see this one. That writing on the back even looks different. That's a C. That's here. And then that's a keep. I need someone in here. Al, didn't you fly? Okay, hold on. Danger is below. Okay, so if it does, that looks like a C. I'm just saying. But that's definitely 860 they pulled out of there. 26860. They 100% pulled out 860. That's not the helicopter that they told us was in the river. What is this? Let me open this first. Alright, I can open this. Zero 2 26. That's the nines. 860 right here. That is 12th Battalion right there. Is 860. Who is 850? They say that 850 is 12th Battalion. But they're not. What did Alan say? Sorry. 28,850 is the one that's in the picture. I was wondering that for a second if that looked like an 8 on that as well. And I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell if that looks like an 8 or 9, but yeah. I'm with you. That is. I'm with you. You ready for this? Oh, no, 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 no. You ain't gonna do that. Oh, no. Okay, it's pulling in that one. All right, hold on. It's 26,850 is what it's saying. It does say that that's supposed to be 26,850. What is this one? Okay, no, that's not it. Why are they telling 850? Last I knew was first Texas, the unit I was in. There's a 26,850 right there. Dude, we're so about to go down a rabbit hole. For anyone who's watching this later, I'm not trying to go down a rabbit hole. It sure is acting like it's going down a rabbit hole. And that is 26,850 there. Okay. So why do I have Japanese stuff showing up for a plane crash? Searching these numbers. Give me a second. Let's find out. Someone sending me stuff? Tim is. I had a feeling it was Tim. Hold on, let me see what Tim's sending me. Alright, so Tim sent it to me. Thank you so much. Tim sent it to me. The people of where they were from, their numbers and everything. Thank you so much, Tim. I appreciate that. So, yeah, you know I'm going to translate this into English. The freak am I about to read? This is the image. This is Japan, China, whatever. Here. The article comes from WeChat Public. Now, this is translation, okay? So, if it's messed up. 2024 was already a bad year. The one hand, the Boeing's mid-flight. This almost reads the same of what we just read on that other website. Yeah, this is the same thing that we read on the other website. Now this explains why the images are in Chinese on this. I was wondering that. By the way, that's 860. By the way, what am I to look at? Yeah, 860 is what crashed. 850 is what they're telling us crashed. This is 860. Is this why we've seen such a large explosion? Why are they hiding that? Is this what they're hiding from us? That they didn't want people knowing that there's big toys running around? I'm going to have to make a video on this tomorrow. So now here we go with why they did not want those videos leaked. Yeah, the media is the one who put out 850. No, either the media just completely misunderstood and everyone went and ran with it, or that's what they were told what to think. Or either that's what they were told to tell us what to think. Dude, this is something. This is something. This is legit breaking news. No, it wasn't Chinese. That's American. If it wasn't for a Chinese article, though, we wouldn't know this. I mean, someone would have, possibly pieced it together, but the reason why us in this chat figured it out is because it's a Chinese article. Dude, we rock. Kyle, rewind. Kyle, go back maybe about you'll see when I start reading this article. Dude, it keeps going more and more and more and more. This is a good one. Porsche came in and said, "Dag man, why does it carry it?" Porsche, rewind. It's like it's slowly dawning on me. It dawned on some of y'all like really fast, but it took me like because I'm trying not to get into the conspiracy mind. Like I really feel that we just broke something. Was the two difference of the helicopters? One carrying toys, the other one no toys. Numbers and dates don't lie. Carrying that is going to drop an airplane like that. No wonder there was explosions. Notice how there's no red line. What is it? Al, correct me. Is it red or blue? I think it's blue. If it's blue, it means that they're non-functional. Yep, this picture explains a lot, and that's 860 down there, by the way. Even if it's fuel tanks, we now understand why it exploded. Blue equals practice. Let me check something. Yeah, Vincent's all. Okay, so that is a fuel tank. Right, Angie, there's nothing blue in the picture. Blue means that they're used for practice. Non-blue means that it's fully operational. Charizard, rewind 20 minutes. This just kept going and going and going and going. What we are on now is discovering that the flight that was pulled out of the water is not what they told us. That's 860. They told us that it was 850 that was pulled out of the water. Let me go on with this. Might not be familiar with the 12th Aviation Battalion. Well, you don't have to anymore because that goes with the different number. But anyhow, VIP transportation, emergency response, homeland security missions. In other words, this is the VP flight unit. The picture shows that the crashed Black Hawk helicopter with the tactical number 860 visible on the tail. Stop it, Vincent. He gets into like wanting to stick me. Because he's trying to tell me, Dad, come to bed. But when they told us that it was 850. Yeah, now it makes even more sense. Get your butt over. The most common mission is to transport VIPs. The helicopters, this is China stuff here, by the way. The helicopters they use for VIP transport are VH-60M helicopters that have been modified for VIP transport. They are equipped with a large number of advanced equipment and are painted in a dark green paint that is different from the common military black helicopters. They have gold stripes and most passengers, blah, 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 blah. Therefore, after the accident, everyone's first guess was whether there were important officials on the Ministry of Defense on board, such as Admiral Miley. Who was on there? Hold on. Let me go with what Tim said. And that is the negative. Who has been at the center of the controversy recently. So there's the gold stripe. What did Tim say? So 26850 was stationed in Pennsylvania. Can you verify the same in the other articles maybe? Yeah, Cassandra. I was doing that earlier. If you rewind, you can see that. Where I was doing that. Copters in an old scrap one. There would be nothing left on the machine like that explosion. It goes back to the place they took off from. Yes, that is what PAT stands for. Holding a gold medal. Are also annoyed by these helicopters, which often fly over the city. They're saying residents are annoyed with them. According to a statement released by the U.S. military, the Black Hawk helicopter that collided was performing a training flight, not carrying out VIP. Yep, that's what they say. However, the call sign it was used as Pat 25. Yup, which represents priority air transport. Oh, dang name it. So let me ask you this. Do you think there's a possibility there was someone else on that flight and they don't want to tell us? I'm just asking. Just a legit question. Whether your call sign represents priority will cause air traffic control to consider more factors. According to CNN, on average, 100 helicopters, blah, 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 every day. Yeah, I get it. After the accident, a lot of news on the helicopters come and go freely was exposed by the media. 3 years ago, Black Hawk helicopter almost collided with American Airlines, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we know that. It happens all the time. After the accident, Trump blamed. Yep, got all that. Trump's questioning of the accident is very accurate. It can be said that he is the most understanding person ever. This is coming from China, by the way. Worthy of being a wealthy man who owns a private jet, but it is obvious that his questioning of the accident is not just about the accident itself. China throwing out mad respect for Trump. A week before the accident, not long after Trump moved into the White House, he launched a campaign to set things right. Breaking news, China likes Trump more than some people in America do right now. Oh, man. During Trump's campaign, he repeatedly asked the FAA DEI policy, which allowed a large, yeah, we're seeing that stuff drop off. I'm glad it's hitting off the screen that you can't see. It dropped out. Stressed that, the safety of FAA and all that stuff. Man. Fact sheet. President Donald Trump ends DEI madness and restores excellent, no joke, and safety within the Federal Aviation Administration. What the heck? Did you know something? I'm trying to, because I swear, I don't want it to come back and sound like someone comes after me for this. Do y'all know that the air traffic control is trying to claim DEI? That's why they're being targeted? Did y'all know that? Uh-huh. Yeah. Sharisa, you understand what I'm saying, right? I mean, you can go and pull up Google. All right, let's see. Man, it was the Democratic government neglect of the high traffic flow of Reagan Airport and the surrounding airspace controlled issues that led to the accident. This is China's article, by the way. Oh, man. Fair question, Tim. I don't know on that one. Where are you getting those addresses from? Oh, because of where it was at before. That's right. Yeah, Vincent. He is. He's ready for bedtime. Since the Reagan Airport is located, Washington, see, no fly zones. Um. U.S. military and Department of Defense cannot be blamed. Cannot escape blame. Sorry. Man. Let's see. In 2024, a large number of accidents, symptoms in the U.S. aviation industry have already indicated that a major accident may occur at any time, and now the loud noise of the river is just another fulfillment in the whatever law. The cause of the accident has yet to be investigated, and no matter what the final result is, it has undoubtedly set off a bloody storm in the American political arena. And then the National Transport Safety Board, responsible for the accident investigation, will by the eye of the storm. Perhaps the only good news for National Transport Safety Board is that the plane crash happened at home and they can conduct an investigation without leaving their home. Dude, I'm saving that article. That article is set to be released tomorrow, by the way. That's why it says the 7th on there, because China's in the future. That's a great article. So, classroom, what did we learn? We learned that 26850 is not the flight that ran into... Man, we got so much we learned tonight. We learned that the helicopter hit the airplane tonight. We learned that 850 is not the helicopter involved. We learned that 860 is the helicopter involved. We learned that 860 carries fuel tanks with it. And that's why you see such an explosion. This is a good one. Yeah, it's 11:10. This article was just released. Just released in China. They're going to hide this one real quick. Because China said something without saying something. China knew what it was doing in this article. It knew what it was doing in this article. It literally put down 850 for a reason. Literally did that for a reason, and then literally dropped this. And then sat there and said, by the way, it's visible that 860 is on the tail. Oh, man. Yeah, our today is China's yesterday. Yeah, I'll put the link in the I'll bring the link over because I think y'all can copy it, right? Yeah, y'all can click on it. Yeah, that's exactly right. They're telling without telling. It's up for you to do investigation. I gotta give it, this article I really enjoyed. There was only like one thing that I was like, no, I disagree with that. But you know what's funny? This article did not tell you how to think. I don't know, Anne. Um, I've wondered if remote was, possibility. I have no idea. Wonder when American media is going to correct their response? Never. Never. They were either A, told to do that, or B, they did a mistake, and not many times does the media sit there and retract their statement. Yep, you got to read between the lines. This was a good one here. Good job, y'all. How many hours have we been in? An hour and 52 minutes. Man, I like this one. I really like this one. I gotta go add this to my notebook. This was a good one. Look up the meaning to it. All right. 850 is decommissioned, and it's sitting at a fairground. If it wasn't for this article, I would have not thought much of it. Oh, you're asking? I have no idea, but I could see it because that's what that one image looked like. Good job, classroom. Yeah, they definitely could be using a stock photo. More than likely, they're using a stock photo. I've learned that you have to read between the lines when the things are. Yep, they tell you without telling you. Yeah, yeah. That is something. So I know that some of y'all pick up that up from me. So like I'll read CNN, I'll read Fox, I read all these other ones, and I have to sit there and say, this is, this is the political agenda push. This is, baloney thrown in. And I find where it's at that's like, okay, this is fact. And then I'll verify that fact with another one, another one, another one. So I literally on my phone, I literally have notifications from CNN, from Fox, you know, uh, local news. I have them all, and I cross reference. You'll find out truth a lot better that way. Not saying that it will turn out that way, but it is a stepping stone to finding out things better. Makes you wonder who was really on the plane. So, let me check something. Mine did Haley Welch pull up when I put that into search of 850. I don't want to know. That's the Haktua girl. When I was seeing if there was anything on X with either of those numbers, and there's not. Wouldn't that be funny if we seen a tel number in this? Yeah, I don't see any tel number on here. But when you put in that number and Blackhawk, this pulls up. All right, let's see what else we got. I think it's just pulling up Blackhawk on either one of the numbers. Yeah, anything that says Blackhawk. Let me take out the 10. No, that don't matter. Still same thing pulling up. Actually, no, that's something else. Yeah, that's a different Black Hawk. What is this? What's that say? Man, I was about to sit there and be like, man, if I find where Tim's question, like where we see 850 sitting in in a lot somewhere. Uh, nice, sweet, let's go. I'm trying to cross reference stuff with the tail numbers, Mike. So I'm not sure of this, but I think the Black Hawk was in line side of American Eagle. It's at an auction. Um, hmm. All right. So many things missing. Yeah. All right, kids. I'm going to go to bed. I appreciate you all being in here. Hope you all have a wonderful, blessed, and amazing night. Do not live in fear, because if you live in fear, you die several times in your life. If you do not, you only die one time. Thank you, everyone, for being in here. I will catch y'all tomorrow. So weird we're going to bed so early. Not my type of style. But yeah. There, Doomsday's playing up. Oh, no, I'm going to go on to bed. Night, everybody. Thank y'all, everybody who became a paid member. Thank you, everybody who gifted. Greatly appreciate y'all. Thank you, everybody, for the comments. Make sure you give this a thumbs up. Make sure that when the video goes off, write a comment below in the videos. You could sit there and be like, anybody else notice the flight number on the Black Hawk? That could be your comment. But yeah, thank you, everybody who does that. And I greatly do appreciate y'all. Y'all mean so much to me. Thank y'all so much. I'm going to get out of here. Night, night. Take care. God bless.